Hey, come here. Come here, come here, come here. I have a secret. I have a power, an ability to read minds. Yeah, I do. And I know most of you are probably skeptics out there. You don't have the joy and whimsy within you to believe in me and my capabilities. So, in order to put my claim to the test today, we're going to play a little game. Gonna play a little brain game, you and I. Basically, the gist is, it's try not to say the same thing I do type of game, okay? I'll give you a category. You're gonna think of something, and then I'm going to throw out who is disqualified or what things get you disqualified, what things I'm guessing. So let's just get started. First, I want you to name a country. Okay? Think of that country. Lock it in. Okay, now I'm gonna scan. Read your mind. Get in there. Okay. If your country is in Asia, or your country starts with a B, or an N. If your country starts with a B, an N, or it's in Asia, I get a point. Yeah, I get a point. Read your mind. But if that doesn't apply, you get a point, okay? You get a point. So you get how it works, kind of? I'm not going to throw out exact guesses most of the time. It's going to be more general qualifiers. I don't know. And you're just going to have to keep track. Okay. You get the point. Let's keep going. I want you to think of a Disney princess. Okay. I'm reading your mind. Scanning. You have her in your mind, correct? Okay. Alright. If your princess, her movie came out before the year 1990, you're out. So that's gonna take out my Snow White girls, Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty. I'm sorry, but you're out because I just guessed. I just read your mind. Let me move on. So, are you keeping track? Okay, good. Next, I want you to think of a female name, a feminine name, okay? Sorry, I keep touching my hair. It's like, I took a shower this morning and I'm not loving the way my hair looks, so I can't help but touch it. Okay. And think of a female name, please. You're thinking, Lincoln. Okay, you got it. Good. Now I'm going to scan your brain. Locking in. Alright. If the female name you chose is the name of a family member, if there is someone in your family with that name, you're out and I get a point. You're out for this question and I get a point. Or if the name is, let's say Alexis, Maya, or Freya. If any of those apply to you, I get a point. Now let's do a male name. Okay, bring to mind a male name. You got it. Perfect. Let me scan. I'm scanning. If the name you picked is a biblical name, so that's gonna immediately take out my Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Moses, Noah, Ezekiel, you get the gist. So if it's a biblical name, you're out. Or if the name is Antonio Bruno, or Kyle. If it's a biblical name, or one of the three I just named, I get a point. I get a point, I get a point, I get a point. Okay. Now I want you to think of a fruit. Okay? You got it? Cool, okay. Fruit. Got it. Alright. If you thought of a citrus fruit, so that's gonna be lime, lemon, grapefruit, pomelo, any of those, I get a point. Or if your fruit starts with A, B, or C, the first three letters, A, B, C, or as a citrus fruit, I get a point. Sorry, I get a point. If not, then you get a point. Okay, awesome. Now, I want you to think of a state. And by that, I mean the United States. Okay? Go ahead. Dream it up. Think of it. Imagine that state. You got it. You got your state. Okay. So, if your state that you picked was one of the 13 original colonies, so that's going to take out the Carolinas, Georgia, Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, New York, I went out of order, Delaware, the 13 original colonies. Or it's the state that you currently or have in the past lived in. If you've lived in the state that you picked, or it was one of the 13 original colonies, I get a point. Get a point. If not, then you get a point. Okay. Now I want you to think of a Pokemon. A Pokemon. You got it. You need a second. Okay, dream up that Pokemon. Gotta catch 'em all. Okay, got it? Let me read. Let me tap in. Got it. If your Pokemon, I was gonna say is a starter Pokemon, but I feel like that's cheating. That's probably when people aren't familiar with Pokemon, those are probably the only ones they know. So let's say if your Pokemon you picked is a Gen 2 starter or a Gen 4 starter. So that's going to be Chikorita, Cyndaquil, Totodile, Turtwig, Piplup, Chimchar. That's what it was. If one of those 6 Pokemon was the one you picked, or you picked Jigglypuff. If you picked any of those ones I just named, I get a point. Thank you. I'll be taking that. Thank you. Taking that to the bank. And speaking of bank, how was that for a retroactive segue, guys? Alright, well, let's do a little whispered word from our sponsor, Cooper. Doing some online shopping, doing some late night online shopping. Big sale. Click over here. Expired. Invalid. Oh my god, guys, that was literally so scary. Thank God we all shop with Cooper so we don't have to experience that. You don't know what Cooper is? Let me fill you in, okay? Cooper is a completely free browser extension for online shopping that automatically finds the best coupons and applies them for you. That means no more digging through sketchy websites to find coupon codes. One way that Cooper helps you save is with their price comparison feature. So say you're going to check something out for one price, Cooper will scan for other sellers that are selling it for cheaper. Another huge perk of using Cooper is their There are hundreds of eligible retailers that Cooper will give you cash back for shopping with out of a win-win situation. It's free, it's super simple to download, and it's a really low effort way of being a smarter shopper. All you gotta do is a quick little click, 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 and you can sleep easier knowing you are maximizing your savings with Cooper. Thank you so much to Cooper for sponsoring this video. Now, please bring to mind a Sanrio character. I really am operating under the assumption that a lot of you know Pokemon or Sanrio characters. If you don't, I forgive you. You can just set this one out. But think of a Sanrio character, please. Okay. If your Sanrio character was Keroppi, or the little twin little stars, then you're out. So yeah, that means if you were basic AF and you picked Hello Kitty, you get to stay, I suppose. Sorry, I just thought you were more unique than that. That's why I thought I could read your mind, but shit, I didn't know you were so basic. Just kidding. Next, please think of a color. This shouldn't be too hard. Okay? Got it. So, if the color you chose is on the flag of your country, okay? If the country you live in's flag includes this color, or you picked purple, then I get a point. If none of those apply, then you get a point. Okay. Cool. Alright. Now please think of a Mario character. You got it? Cool. I see. Okay, yeah. If you picked any of the princesses, yeah, so that means Peach, Daisy, Rosalina, Baby Peach, Baby Daisy, Baby Rosalina, you're out. Okay. Or if you picked Shy Guy, you're out. Get out of here. Who do you main on Mario Kart? Let me know in the comments. I have always been a Daisy main. I've always just resonated with her. But I do like playing Baby Daisy as well. Although in Mario Kart World, which I've been playing a lot of, I've been playing Rosalina because she has cuter outfits. Not gonna lie. They kind of did my girl Daisy dirty, in my opinion, with some of the cute outfits they made. And other than that, I've also been playing Piranha Plant a lot because it's so cute. And I like to use the cute scoot bike and put him on top of it, and he looks so cute on it. Alright. Moving on. So, I'd like you to think a famous monument. You got it? Are you thinking it in your head? Okay. If the monument you picked is in Europe, or is the Statue of Liberty. If it's in Europe, or if it's the Statue of Liberty, then I get a point. If it's not, then you get a point. Are you guys doing an okay, good job at keeping track? If not, don't worry too much about it. Don't worry. I want you, first and foremost, as much as I'm pulling your leg and giving you trouble, I do want you to relax. Believe it or not. Yeah. Okay. Now, I would like you to name a meat of some kind. Okay. You got it. Okay. If you said chicken or duck, so that's gonna be what, like poultry? Are those poultry? then I get a point. If you said anything else, good on you. You get a point. You get a point. You get a point. And I want you now to think of a vegetable. A vegetable. Okay. You got it. Okay, let me scan. Yeah. If you said an eggplant, or I guess it's called an aubergine or something weird like that in other places, or an onion, I get a point. If you guessed anything else or said anything else, you get a point. You know, I literally had the temptation to say, if your vegetable is green, then I get a point. Maybe I should have. Because onion and eggplant, I feel like that's going to be a very, very tiny percentage of you guys. Tiny percentage of you guys. But I trust my powers, yes. I trust my big brain. Alright, next. Please think of a part of the body. Not internal, external. We're talking head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Okay. Got it? If you said anything neck up, so that means that takes you out if you did nose, eyes and ears and mouth and nose, or if you said neck, or you just said head, scalp, whatever, you're out. Rest of the body, you're safe, you're safe, you're safe, and you get a point, you get a point. Next, think of an organ. Okay, we're switching it up. I do want you to think of an organ this time. Okay, you thinking? Okay. Awesome. Let me tap in. Okay. If you said kidney or liver or the skin. Yes, skin is an organ. And I know some of you guys were thinking you were going to be clever with that. Yeah. Then I get a point. I get a point. Anything else? Maybe you said your bladder, your friggin', I don't know. You get a point. My point. Alright. And next, name a type of doctor. I'm talking like medical doctor, right? So these are like specialists. Name a specialist. You know what I mean? Okay. If you said a specialist that you have seen before, you're out. If you've seen a endocrinologist and you said endocrinologist, you're out. Or if you said hematologist or obstetrician, I get a point. The rest of them, you are safe. 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 You are loved. You are smart. Okay. Oh, that gives me an idea. I want you to think of a virtue word. Okay. Think. You got it? Okay. If you said one of the fruits of the spirit, which is going to be love, joy, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control. Sorry guys, it took me so long to spit it out in the original video. It just pissed me off so bad, so I had to record a little voiceover. Back to me. If you said any of those, that takes out a lot of you, you're out. Or, I mean, I get a point. If your virtue is not under that umbrella, so let's see, maybe that would be like chastity, hope, yeah, any of those types of words, you're in. You get a point. Good job. Now I would like you to think of a language. You got it. Okay. If the language you thought of is a Slavic language, or you thought of Portuguese, or you thought of Vietnamese. If you did one of those, I get a point. If you did anything else, then you get a point. Okay. Very good. So, I think that is going to be it. That's going to be it for this video. If you liked it, maybe hit that subscribe button. I'm setting a loose goal so I don't get disappointed, kind of trying to hit 100k by the end of the year. It's September, so we'll see how that goes. If you liked this video, let me know in the comments. I love positive feedback. And if you want to leave negative feedback, you can do that too, but just a heads up, I'm a bitch, so I do reply to comments that piss me off. So not always. I shouldn't tell people that, because then they're just gonna do it on purpose to rage bait me. Yeah, so I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful week. If you can't have a wonderful week, I hope one great thing happens to you this week, okay? Be well.